Another middleweight bout here. Cody Brundage, who we just talked about, taking on Rodolfo Viera, minus 225 for Viera, plus 225 for Brundage. Over under 1.5 rounds, plus 110 for the over, minus 110 for the under. A lot of that has to do with the aggression from Cody Brundage. And we've seen, or we just talked about in the last fight, he got taken out by the ground and pound from Mihal, and then got a knockout win in the first round against Tresean Gore and a guillotine win in the first round against Dolce Lungiambula. So, I mean, he's going to go for the finish anytime he's in there. Most of his fights end in the first round. But I got to say, like, he took a bunch of shots from Dolce in that fight that he got the guillotine win, was nearly out, and then just a Hail Mary guillotine and got it, and then knocks out Tresean Gore in a terrible fight for Tresean Gore. Like, that was not a good look there, and then a loss. So I don't know. I mean, plus 225 is tempting for a guy that's going to go for a finish, and against Rodolfo Vieira, who doesn't have the greatest stand-up. He wants to shoot those takedowns. He's got great jiu-jitsu, obviously, if you know anything about Rodolfo Vieira. Great jiu-jitsu, but in all actuality, fight's probably going to hit the ground, and Vieira is going to have the better ground game, I would assume. Although he has been submitted by Anthony Hernandez, so maybe Cody Brundage could reach in that bag and pull out a little trick like Anthony Hernandez did. But I think it's probably Rodolfo Vieira. Not crazy about the price because, I mean, his UFC career hasn't been that great for a lot of the expectations. I mean, he's 3-2. He had his wins are like against the trash of like the middleweight division. I'm not gonna lie. Stoltzfus, Safarov, and Piahara. I've never even known how to say that name, but yeah, it's probably Viera. But man, like, how can you get behind minus 225 at this point? Can you do it? Because I don't know if I can.
No, I can't. And I go back to the Chris Curtis fight. I mean, Chris Curtis has got good takedown defense historically, but I mean, he stuffed 22 of Rodolfo Vieira's takedowns. Like, that's insane. So I mean, if you're Cody Brundage, you cannot let this fight hit the ground. Although Cody Brundage is a good wrestler, we've seen him off of his back, and it's not the best. And Rodolfo Vieira has world-class jiu-jitsu. So I think if it does go to the ground, man, this is Viera all day long. I think he could even find the submission. But if he doesn't, I mean, Cody Brundage isn't like the most solid striker you're ever going to meet out there, but he does hold power, and he can find the chin. And I don't trust Rodolfo Vieira striking in the least bit. So yeah, that's what, if you're betting on this fight, you're betting on Brundage to keep it on the feet and, just land some big shots. And if you're on Viera at minus 200 something, that's kind of sketchy because you're banking on him getting it to the ground after he just got 22 takedowns stuffed by Chris Curtis. So yeah, this price, man, I can't put it on Viera at that price at all. And at the same time, it's like, it could be one of those fights where you take the underdog here and it ends in the first round via submission real quick. So from a betting standpoint, I'm probably laying off. And for my pick, though, I'm gonna throw a little wild card out here. I'm gonna say Cody Brundage gets it done for the pick. Not confident at all. Not gonna have any money on this fight. But I think Cody Brundage could find that big shot early.
So you're saying, I mean, both guys averaged over 3 takedowns. Like, both guys want to get it to the ground. You're saying Cody's gonna just stand and strike with him?
I think he has to, because I mean,
he has to too, but like, that's not really what he does. So
yeah, no, I know, but I mean, he's gonna have a little bit of confidence knocking out Tresean Gore. So he's gonna know that he holds some power, and maybe that knockout over Gore is just enough to think, man, if I can keep this fight on the feet, I should be way better than Viera here. So let's just try that and use that wrestling to keep it on the feet. If you get a takedown, get on top, maybe do some ground and pound. Just don't play around in Viera's guard at all, because he's dangerous from everywhere down there.
watch this just being a striking affair. Neither guy shoots.
Yeah.